Hey everybody, Steve here at Fort Bliss National Cemetery in El Paso, Texas. And I'm here to visit the final resting place, the gravesite of actor Sherman Hemsley. He's laid to rest right here, all the way at the very back of the cemetery. Hemsley was born in South Philadelphia, Pennsylvania on February 1st, 1938, and died from complications of lung cancer here at his home in El Paso, Texas on July 24th, 2012, at the age of 74. The entrance to the cemetery is about in the middle of the cemetery, all the way as far as you can go. I don't know if you can see the cars going by on the highway there. The entrance is just right at the base of the highway. And when I first came in, I had no idea where his gravesite was located. I know lots of other YouTubers have been here, and I've seen many of their videos before, but none of them left a GPS, and none of them really mentioned exactly where his grave was located, and I don't think anyone even panned around. So I really had no idea how to find his gravesite, other than the national cemeteries here are very good about marking the sections and marking the graves. And on the back of the grave, it's marked M173, and his Find a Grave memorial page did say he was located at M173, the very first row. So, corner there where I parked, there was a marker for M1. This was the first row. I walked all the way back here, and it was right here. But I added a GPS anyway. But it's interesting how he's located right here at the very back corner. I mean, you can't get any further back in the cemetery corner than right here. And as you can see, the sun is just starting to come up. It's around 6:30. The cemetery opens at 6. I believe they open at 6 and close at 6. Now, I remember actor Sherman Hemsley best for his role as George Jefferson on the Jeffersons. Remember George and Wheezy? But he was also later on another very popular show called Amen. I believe that was on the air in the 1980s, and some of you may remember him better for his role on that show. He played Deacon Ernest Fry on that series. This is a really nice cemetery. This is my first time to El Paso. And El Paso, from what I've seen so far, is really nice as well. I spent the night here in a really nice hotel. I mean, it was an economy hotel. It was very affordable, but really, really nice. So much nicer than the Motel 6s where I normally stay. A few years ago, I visited the gravesite of Isabel Sanford, who played Hemsley's TV wife, Louise Jefferson. Rather than share her gravesite then, I decided to wait and share their gravesites together when I was able to finally visit his. So this is my tribute today to the late actors and all of the main cast members of this classic TV show, which was one of the longest running TV shows in American history, and is still just as funny today. Actor Paul Benedict died in 2008 at the age of 70. His cause of death was a hemorrhagic stroke. He was cremated, and the location of his cremains are unknown at this time. He played the Jeffersons' English neighbor, Harry Bentley. Franklin Cover died in 2006 at the age of 77, and his cause of death was pneumonia. He was also cremated, and the location of his cremains are also unknown at this time. He played the Jeffersons' neighbor, Tom Willis. Zara Cully died in 1978 at the age of 86, and her cause of death was cancer. She's buried at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Glendale, California. Cully was the actress who played George Jefferson's mother, who was simply referred to as Mother Jefferson. Mike Evans died in 2006 at the age of 57. His cause of death was laryngeal cancer. He was cremated, and the location of his cremains are unknown at this time. Evans played the original Lionel Jefferson. He was also the co-creator of the TV sitcom Good Times. Susie Guerra died in 2002 at the age of 72. Her cause of death was cancer, and she's buried at Woodlawn Cemetery in Detroit, Michigan. She played Amanda and only appeared on the series in a couple of episodes, but she was also the real-life sister of Central cast member Marla Gibbs. Roxy Roker died in 1995 at the age of 66. Her cause of death was breast cancer, and she's buried at Southern Memorial Park in North Miami, Florida. Roker played Helen Willis on the show, and she's also the mother of rock star Lenny Kravitz. Samuel Vernon Washington died in 1988 at the age of 64, and his cause of death was not disclosed. He's buried at Long Island National Cemetery in New York. Washington played Leroy on the show. Danny Wells died in 2013 at the age of 72. His cause of death was cancer, and he's buried at Mount Sinai Memorial Park in Los Angeles, California. Wells played Charlie the bartender on the show. He's also known for playing Luigi on the TV show The Super Mario Bros. Super Show. Ned Watermer died in 2013 at the age of 89. His cause of death was complications from a fall, and his burial details are unknown at this time. Watermer played Ralph the doorman on the show. I'm happy to say that some of the cast members are still alive. Marla Gibbs, who played Florence Johnson, the Jeffersons' maid who nearly stole every scene she was in, is now 91 years old. She's also remembered for playing Mary Jenkins on the TV sitcom 227. Belinda Tolbert, who played Jenny Willis Jefferson, Tom and Helen Willis's daughter and Lionel's wife, is now 72 years old. Damon Evans, who was the second actor to play Lionel Jefferson on the show, is also now 72 years old. Jay Hammer, who played Alan Willis, is now 77 years old. He's also known for his role as Fletcher Reed on the daytime soap Guiding Light from 1984 to 1998. Ebony Smith, who played Jessica Jefferson, George and Louise's granddaughter, is now 44 years old. Isabel Sanford was born in Harlem, New York on August 29, 1917, and died in Los Angeles on July 9, 2004 at the age of 86. Her cause of death was cardiopulmonary arrest, and she's buried here at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in the Hollywood Hills in an outdoor wall crypt within the Courts of Remembrance right next to actor Maury Amsterdam. Some of you may remember that Maury played Buddy on The Dick Van Dyke Show. In 1981, Sanford won a Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Comedy Series for her role as Louise or Wheezy Jefferson. She appeared in more than 50 movies and TV shows during her career, but she'll probably always best be remembered by her fans for her role as Louise Jefferson. I realize that the Jeffersons were not a real-life couple, but reportedly they were close friends both on and off set, so I was kind of hoping that they would be laid to rest in the same cemetery. I've discovered over the years and shared on this channel that co-stars of popular TV shows being buried close to one another in the same cemeteries is actually not uncommon. But unfortunately for fans, Hemsley and Sanford were buried in different states. This week I want to give a shout out and a very big thank you to my newest channel supporters, Nancy Elward, Dana Pretzer, Zing Wilder, Danny Proctor, and Diane India. Thank you all for your very generous and extra kind donations to my channel. I definitely don't take them for granted. I also want to thank all of you who have taken the time to subscribe to my channel, or to leave comments, or to give thumbs up to the videos you like. I don't take those for granted either. Thanks for joining me on another trip down memory lane, and until next time, thanks for sharing the memories, everybody.